Hey, good morning, guys. I'm out this morning taking a little walk around where I camped just to kind of get out, clear my head. Yesterday I got my first bout of criticism in the form of an email. We'll leave names out and stuff, but a person hit me up and pretty much told me, what they thought. What I'm doing is ridiculous. I can't begin to understand what homeless people go through. I have family. I have a vehicle. Just one thing after another. And it was very clear that they weren't very happy about it. It's okay. The criticism is all right. I don't mind it. But I do want to point out a couple things in relation to the criticism. I live in Medford, Oregon, and that's where I started this project from. Now, Medford is not a big city. A lot of the shots that you see, maybe National Geographic or, local newspapers, magazines and stuff, where you see homeless huddled up in doorways. In places like Skid Row or Tent City, in Florida. We really don't have that here. We have plenty of homeless people. We have plenty of kids out on the struggle, adults, combat vets. There's plenty of people out here that are struggling. But we honestly, to be quite frank with you, I'm not trying to play you guys. I'm not trying to play on your emotions. The talks I give are just what I see and what I feel. And, this is a very new process for me. It's only day 7. It's a week, guys. What's a week? A week is nothing. I could do a week standing on my head. So I wanted to tell you that the images I post and stuff, they're not for shock value. They're not to get your goat. They're not to make your heart bleed. They're just things that I'm seeing. Sure, I have an opinion about them. And sure, they get to my heart and things like that. But, it's not all about the homeless side of things. I'm just trying to capture a struggle. And I'm trying to understand a struggle. It's really not about being homeless. It's about struggle. No matter what that struggle is, I'm trying to represent that through this. Maybe I'm not doing such a good job, I don't know, but that's my intent anyway. On to the second point. I really want to be capturing other people, their viewpoints, their struggles, where they're from, their stories. I get tired of listening to myself talk. I get tired of every time I turn on this camera, it's time for an update, and it's only got me in it. Now, right now, I'm out at a campsite. I had to get away. I had to kind of clear my head. I need to keep myself sane, keep myself grounded enough to where I can tackle this issue correctly, without getting too deep. Because you can lose yourself. You can lose yourself. You can become cold, and you can start developing opinions, anger. Just a whole host of things can start happening to a person's psyche and their character. And I'd like to believe that I'm wise enough to know when I need to punch out and get off. It doesn't mean I get to go cuddle up in some nice house some comforter, nice, pretty, cushy bed, and or the Ramada Inn or any of that business. I haven't shown you my campsite, but I tell you what. You see that? See what that is? That's a culvert. It's a cement culvert. And it's got some blocks around it. It's not the Hilton. So, for those of you that like to judge, go ahead and do so. I'm open to that. But I'm not out here taking it easy. You know what I'm saying? And you're welcome to join me, is all I've got to say about that. Okay, enough of that. We're at day 7. And I think it's about time to try to get those videos that I was referring to, with other people. I need to make this clear to you guys, though. I need to try to stress this point. These guys out here on the struggle, they are not of a trusting nature. And I think that's pretty easily understood, right? By anybody that's got half a brain. I mean, they've been done wrong. They've been doing wrong. I won't try to guess all the reasons they're not trusting, but fact remains they're not trusting. Here's kind of how it works out. You walk into a place to get a bite to eat, drink a hot cup of Joe or something, and which is military slang for coffee. And all the guys in there huddled around, they all know one another, and they're all talking. You walk in, the room goes silent. You're the new kid on the block. Just like in jails, military, anytime you get a group of people together, they'll size you up. They want to figure out who you are. They're going to test you. I don't like to be tested. I don't even like the idea of it. I've been trying to put my pride down. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. You're not going to push me. You're not going to come try to flex. You're not going to come try to take advantage. My blanket's my blanket. You're not taking it. And most of them understand that. Most of them won't push. But the reality of it is a lot of these guys have been in and out of jail, and they have like an institutional type of mindset. And, dog eat dog. Hey, I like that blanket. And, or you come back and your spot is being sat in some guy you never seen before. It's rude. But the streets are rude. They're hard. Like I said, right now, most of everything I've experienced has been pretty respectful. The only test I've kind of received, other than that, that was a real story. We won't get into that because I'm not trying to boast or nothing, Other than that, what happens is you walk into a spot and they all want to know your story. They all want to know, they're all curious about you, all eyes on you, especially because my jeans ain't dirty and my face isn't, my facial hair isn't all grown out. There's a reason for that, man. I'm trying to take care of myself. Hygiene is a big freaking deal out here. And I think the Army kind of instilled that in me. But, I'm not trying to look all scraggly, man. I'm trying to be ready for the next opportunity to hit me. You know, if somebody walks in and says, hey, do you want to work today? Dude, I don't want to be the guy in the corner that they go over because he doesn't look presentable. You know, you never know what kind of opportunity knocks on your door. I think it's important that you stay up as best you can. You know, stay fit if you can. Keep your mind sharp if you can. That's the whole reason I had to cut ranks for a minute and get out by myself, you know. Stay sharp. Shave your face, man. I mean, it's cold out here. I have nothing against, you know, I have nothing against beards, dude. I happen to think they're pretty badass too, but, you know, unless you're fortunate enough, you know, in a part of your life where your boss thinks so as well, clean cut, man. It sells. I don't know why, but it does, you know. You got to do what sells out here. It's crazy. It's warmer this morning. I think it was like 34 degrees or 33 degrees or something when I crawled out of the rack. Anyway, I just want to let you guys know, this is getting long. I just want to let you guys know that I'm not out here trying to be fake. I'm not a fake guy. I'm not a guy that likes to be pushed or tested. But I don't think so highly of myself that I won't do something for somebody either, you know? I'm just out here being real with you and trying to capture as much of it as I can. And I realize up to this point it's been mostly me. The reason for that, though, is like I said, they don't trust you. They ain't talking to you. You walk in, the room goes silent. And they just talk amongst themselves, you know. They know each other. They've seen each other on these streets. When they see me around a little bit more here and there, it'll open up, you know. Little bits by little bits, people are starting to, hey, what's your story, you know, where are you from, what are you about? You know what I'm getting, though, from a lot of these cats? They're confused. They have no idea why a smart, able-bodied person such as myself would be out here doing this. So I was talking to Will the other day. Like I said, you guys will be meeting him. I was talking to him the other day, and he asked me that question. He just was so confused, you know, genuinely confused. Why are you out here? What are you doing? And when I told him, it still didn't make sense to him. Ironically, I asked him what he thought it would take in order to change the course of some of these young adults' lives that end up on the streets, end up nowhere to go, no families, you know. And he said it's going to take a mentor that cares about them, that knows their struggle. I don't think I have to say anything else about that, right? I kind of feel like I'm doing the right thing, guys. Yeah, it's a struggle right now. It sucks right now. I mean, look at this. It's my life right now, man. You know, I don't feel sorry for myself. I told you a few videos ago, I feel lucky. I do. One, I'm lucky that I have the survival skill set that I do. I'm at home out here. Don't believe anything other than that. I can trap. I can fish. I can hunt. I got a few bucks. I can go to McDonald's. I got a pretty nice rig. That kind of terrain right there, I go right through it. Too easy. So, you know, don't have any pity for me. At the same time, I'd like to open your eyes to the struggle. You know? That's all I'm trying to do, man. So I'm going to try to be capturing other people on tape. Just understand that might take some time. It's going to take me time to get into this arena and prove who I am. And I'm okay with that, man. I'm okay with that. I've been tested before. I didn't always pass. But I know what that test is like. I've seen it. It comes in a couple different forms, but I've seen it. I've been there before. Look at this guy. Stuck, baby. I've pulled I've pulled 5 trucks out already. These guys aren't around right now, or I'd be pulling them out too. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get back in there, back in the grind. I just want to touch base with you, you know, let you know where I'm at, what I'm feeling, what I'm going through. Sometimes you got to disconnect. You got to pull the plug for a second, you know. That's what's up. That's what we're doing. That's what's going on right now. I'll check in again later. I still haven't figured out what we're gonna do about the housing. It's kind of getting heavy on my mind, but I'll figure it out. I'll rent a room or something, you know, if I have to go take some side work or whatever. The whole goal right now I have is to get back up and running, get to a place where I can do my graphic design for heavy hitters. That's my goal. That's my end goal. Because once I can do that, then that's my source of income. There's my money. I do get military income as well, you know, pension from them. Actually, it's a disability that they provide. But that's my main source of income. So I need to get back to it. I just got to figure out the best route, point A to point B. I'm going to continue to walk for a little while this morning, go back, break camp, and get back to the grind. I'll check in. See ya.